And this was a strong message against tariffs imposed by the United States. The Indian Prime Minister has asserted that farmers remain India's top priority and that India would never compromise on their interest. Now, his remarks come amid chaos over US tariffs. During trade negotiations, the United States was pushing for greater access to India's agricultural market, especially corn, soybeans and cotton. However, India has so far resisted opening of the agricultural sector and dairy products due to concerns about domestic livelihoods and potential impacts on farmers. On Wednesday, the Trump administration signed an executive order imposing an additional 25% tariff on India in response to its purchase of Russian oil. The tariff is scheduled to take effect in 3 weeks and will be imposed in addition to a separate 25% duty that came in effect. After the announcement, India's Ministry of External Affairs issued a statement in which it reiterated its position on issues including the fact that the country's imports are based on market factors and are done with the overall objective of ensuring energy security of India's 1.4 billion population. It added that it was extremely unfortunate that the US should choose to impose additional tariffs on India for actions that several other countries are also taking in their own national interest. But India is being targeted. During a press briefing at the White House, on being asked as to why he was singling India out, despite other countries like China also buying Russian oil, this is what the US president said, that it's only been 8 hours. The world is going to see a lot more.
Indian officials have said that there are other countries that are buying Russian oil.
It's okay.
Like China, for instance,
It's
buys
okay.
more.
Yeah.
Why are you singling India out for these additional sanctions?
It's only been 8 hours, so let's see what happens over the next.
Sanctions
you're going to see a lot more.
So this is a taste of
You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see so much secondary sanctions.
He hinted that his administration could impose more similar tariffs on China while answering questions on the Indian penalties.
The India penalties, do you have any similar plans to enact more tariffs on China as it relates to their purchases?
Could happen. Depends on how we do. Could happen. It may happen. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you yet, but we did it with India. We're doing it probably with a couple of others. One of them could be China, yes.
And our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, has more on this. He sends us this report. Take a look.
The dozens of tariffs that Donald Trump had announced have come into effect. Now, we know that on India, he had announced 25% tariffs, but yesterday he announced a substantial increase of another 25%, making the total tariff to 50%. Now, this substantial portion of the tariff, 25%, will come into effect later this month. There has been a time frame of 21 periods that have been given, but we know that Donald Trump has been imposing tariffs across the board to make sure that his policies come into effect, but that has also impacted relationship with many partners and allies, latest being India. We have seen a strong response by India. Not only once but twice the Indian government reacted this week and highlighted that how there are other countries who have been involved in getting resources from Russia, but India is being singled out. How it will pan out is something that will be closely watched, but it is clear that the dent has been made on India-US relationship with Trump's emphasis on tariffs. We know that earlier today the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that for India, for the Indian government, the priority remains the Indian farmers. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION.